Good. So we had the look of how to move elements to different elements using VBA. So now we'll try to do multiple um, levels. There you go. So okay, now I have here two elements. Okay, so I'll call this element one. Um, that element two. Okay, so let's move this to element one, and let's move this to element two. So let's say if you have, let's say, I don't know, many items on the drawing and you want to move them together, but maybe sometimes to go to different level, sometimes the same level. So doing this way will involve using Excel. Okay, so I have opened up, you have to open an empty Excel file. So what you need to do now is you need to export whatever existing levels you have, and maybe some of the properties you need to maybe say if it is used or not. So I will need the level name and the status. Also, I will need another column to type in a new level that I want to move stuff from. Good. So I'll call this levels export or levels load. Okay, that's better. Levels load. Good. So this will count the rows, and now you might need to open up the library. It doesn't read Excel here, so you need to go to tools, references, and you need to find Excel. Should be Microsoft. There you go. So you need to tick this box here. Right, then you want worksheet as well. Good, so this should be enough for you to get a start. So now you need to connect Microstation to Excel. Good, so what this will do, it will go to the active sheet, and so it means if you have this sheet is active, it will go here and look and put the stuff into this sheet. So that's what we're aiming for. So now we are gonna load up the the data. So I'm gonna add first the headers. So you want to add a header, so I'll put level number, current level, if it's in use, and the new level here. So the first number is your row, the second number is your column. So this would be 1/1, and then the other one will be, so I'll keep everything into the first row, so that will stay 1, but the second number will change. And then you'll give it a name. Okay, so let's see if this works. So I'm gonna run it. I think I have some few errors here. Let me check. Okay, I see the problem. This is supposed to be my Excel. Let's try again. That worked. So we have a level number. Okay, now let's add some more stuff as discussed. So I'm gonna make a copy of that and put underneath. So we want to add number 2, 3, and 4. So we want to have parent level, then is in use, and the new level. Let's try that. And then you have this. Good. So now you also want a way that you can clear the levels. Let's say if you have levels here, want to bring new ones, you should be able to clear. So I will clear from A to D. I'll go down maybe by 100. So to clear, you need to add following. Let me say clear cells. I'll say so. If you say range, you put I'll say from A1 up to D100, and then clear content. Good. So that should clear. If you bring in a stuff and then you wanna add more stuff or replace it. So now it's time now to add actual levels. So I'll do it here. Good. So you want to start adding from row number 2 onwards, right? So remember I put this current row. So I need to say current row equal to. Okay. So you want to start from there, and then now you want to go through the each levels in your files and add them one by one using the for loop. So I need to say for each my level levels. So you want to do so something like this. Let me just copy that, okay, and change a bit. So rather than this is the row number. So if you do like this way, that's the row, that's a column. So rather than putting 1, I'll put current row. Okay, so it means in this case, if there's 2, that's going to act in second row. And then you want to add now the level number. So I'll put my level dot number. So you can see there's lots of information you can add, or you can change as well. There's a number, there's override, there's weight, but I just gonna take number for now. Number. Good. And then you wanna add I'm gonna copy that again. I think that will do. So you want to go to number 2 and 3. So what you want to add now is name, and then you want to add if it's in news. It's good to know if it's in news is in use. Good. Okay, so this now should give you, but also now once the row is 2, you want to go to another row in Excel and add in more. So now I will do current row is equal to current row plus 1. So now then you go to next. Okay, so I'm gonna do next, it is it's gonna loop back to here again and do the same thing, right? So now let's see if that works. If I do that, you can see now. Okay, so what that tells you, it tells that you have let me just make it better. So okay, so these are the level number, these are the level's name, and you can see it says if level is in use or not, and then here you can type in the new level. Okay, so obviously my target is element 1 and 2, and yeah, you can see other ones are empty. This is what you're trying to do. So you're gonna try to do something on these two. Okay, so that is the step one done. Set your form. Let's call this from multi-level replace. I think that sounds fair. So what I need to do here, I will add, let's add two buttons for now. I will add one for exporting the levels and other one for actually replacing the cells. You could add label if you want for heading, but okay, let's put that as well. Multi-level replacer. Good. And if you want to maybe make it bigger or something, I think you go to font here. Wait, give me a second. Okay, let me try again. Height. Let me try height to say 30. No, it's not that. I think it's in font again. Let me try font again. Yeah, you go to font here. Then you can do, I make it bold. I might make it bigger. Maybe make it 20. Multi-level replacer. That now is fine. We have a nice heading. Good. So I'll leave it there for now. Okay, now this one you want to make it lower level to load level. That'll do. And then let's see. This is a button, so call it btn load level. Okay, and then this one will call btn replace level. Something I'll say here. Level replace. Good. So now we have now let me copy that, then go to format. Yep, good. Just checking. Double click here and then do call. Okay, so now that should work. Now you want another module to load up the form. So let's get that VBA loader. Um, let's add something here. VBA loader level replace. Okay, yeah, that will do. Okay, for this one I'll say okay, so you want to do form. Surely it's easy if you just copy that. Okay, copy this. All right, and then show VB mode. That's good. Right, so with that done now, if you now let's come here. Let's see if we clear that. All right, and then we go here. They should be now. You see this one, load level. If you click now, you should now this one here. Okay, so now you have this, and if you can make it smaller. Okay, let me clear that. Okay, delete. So if you click here, let me couldn't do both, but anyway, you can see now it just loaded those ones. Now we want to start replacing the label. So this will be similar with the previous code we had, but with a small twist. Let's do that now. I need to one more module. Okay, so let me close this for now. So this will be quite lengthy. So I think this is the main part. Okay, I think this should be good to start. Now, as usual, working with Excel, first you need to connect Excel to Microstation. I think I might just copy that to the last row. Code like that, and then X. Now X will be changing now because it's a for loop. You start from the second row to the last one, so that's what we need. Then we're gonna close that. Then okay, I think I have one extra. I think I'm missing something here. Yeah, need something like that. So my sheet, okay, my sheet dot range. Good, that's fine. So it will check if it is not empty, and then it should carry on the actions. Now we want first to have the old level and new level. So I'm gonna say let me see. Let me just copy. Let's copy that. So we know that our old level is at B and the new level is at D. Okay. Um, so it is X. So X is the row that will change, and then the column is 2. And then for your new one, your fourth column, and then now some of this will be on the previous one, so I'm gonna just copy. If you haven't seen my previous code, I suggest if you go there. So I'm gonna just copy from the previous code. Okay, so I think I had something like that. Okay, so what this will do, it will go in and it will select all elements into this name, into the old level name. So let's see first if that name is the same as that. Good. And now this is the bit which you want to do into either activate the level if you have it, like the new one, or create it. And again, we did this on a previous lesson. So let me first copy the old one, then I will modify. Then if you haven't seen, I'd suggest if you go to my previous video. I'm trying to make this short, so I'm gonna say module activate level. Good. So now Okay, and this is just for activating the level to current, so I need the two of them. So add a text box. Okay, um and then I'll say current level. Good. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is while I am scanning this level here, right, I'm going through one row after another one. I also want to pass in the level name from Excel into this box here. Okay, I'll show what that means in a second. So let's say let me first finish the code, then I'll show you. It will make more sense. So I'll say I need to copy that name anyway. I need to copy that. Where is that? Let's copy this, right? So you want, yeah, let me just go back. So now, because you are bringing it from the form, you also need to copy this name as well. Otherwise, it won't read it. So you want to bring that here. So see, if you do that, that comes up. Okay, so you pick that one and then you want to say is equal to new level. So I'm gonna copy that. Okay, so I will put this off for now. So which this means okay, let's add this to the button and then you'll see level replace. I'll say call that. Good. So now let's run it. Hopefully it works. That load. Good. So now if I click add, save, should bring that level here. I don't know why it doesn't, but let me. Oh, I know why. Because I haven't finished my for loop. So I need to close the for loop by saying let me see. Also there's an if here. I need to end the if as well. So I'll say and if, and then I need to say next to close the loop. Then there's a counter that adds a number there. Yeah, let me try this one first. Maybe this will work. So close that. To stop it first. See, that comes in. So if I say utility level, that comes up as well. So now it comes in here. Now I can use that now to create a new level. So let's go back to coding. So now when I'm doing my level, I can use that name now that comes from the form. I just need to copy that. Level activate. Good. So let's do it here. Okay, so it will activate that level because you already have the name here. So I'll activate that. Good. So now that should activate the level. No, I still need a few. Let me see. So I need to let me make it tidy. Good. What did I do now? Okay, if yeah, that's fine. Good. So I need to do so on the setting on active setting dot level is equal to. So if it's okay, so if the level is available, you want it to activate, then get out of this subroutine, because that will be the end of it. But if it does, so then here you can do end if um but then if it doesn't okay, if it doesn't exist, it means it will continue, so it should go, and then you can do next. So what next does, it's gonna loop through all the levels. Okay, so you want, so if there's a, when you do this, if there's a for, there's always a next. Okay, it's just an open and close. So now if it doesn't exist, now I'll create that new level. So I'll say active design file, yeah, that one, dot add new level. So it should add the level, and again the name will be the same, that name there. Okay, so that's gonna work, and then I'm gonna set that as active. It'll be something like this one here. Actually, I need them both, so let me put them here. So okay, let me make it like so. So if the level exists, it will just activate that level, which the name comes from the form. Then it will end if, then it will exit. You see it says end sub. So then, but if it doesn't exist, it continues. Now it will come here, in which it will add the new level, and then it will set as active, and then it will, you need these two lines to activate the level. So that now it should be enough to create a new level. Okay, so now I can continue back to level replace, and yeah, I can do that. Good. So this now should create level. Let me see, create level. Okay, great, good. So now I think from here now we are pretty much okay to use the previous code that you had in the previous video. So I'm just gonna copy and paste, because it's a quite long one and I don't want to um, waste more time. So everything is the same, nothing changes. So I'm just gonna copy just the part that is the same from my previous code, from my previous video. So if you remember, give me a second, I'm just trying to find it. Okay, so again, it once it select the level, it will go through switching off the attribute that you. So if you go back here, let's explain this a bit. So the way how we do this, we use this command here. So we're gonna switch off the one we wanna keep, like not do anything. We're only gonna activate the level attributes changes. Okay, after selecting that. So this is what it's doing. So I'll go back to my code again. So and again, all this was on a previous video. So I suppose if you can go back and just have a look, then we need to add some more stuff. So up to here, up to this point, this was exactly the same. Nothing has changed. So you can see it goes through the setting, and it will apply the new level name from that new level name, which comes from here, from Excel column 4, and it will disable all other properties that you want to keep. And then now from this point here, remember we were in if statement. Now this here, you're gonna close the if, then go to next. So I think that should be it. So let me give it a try. I think that that looks about right. Okay, let's give it a go. Hopefully this. So we are loading in the levels to Excel here, and then then we're gonna go through the Excel, take the value on column D, then use that as the base for a new level name. We can also put it in the form so that the form it can then send that name to the level creation or activation, either way, then go through the same routine of replacing the level. So I think that it's good to try. So let me now make sure you have your Excel file open. Again, just reminder, if it doesn't work if it's not open, keep it open. So let's give it a try. So okay, so first you wanna, let me see, it's an empty Excel. Okay, so you wanna load, let me put it here, load. Okay, so you can see now it has loaded. Now you can see here it says element 1 true, element 2 true. So I want everything in element 1 to be moved in civil level, and then everything in element 2 level to be moved into utility level. All right, you have to, once you've done typing, click enter or click escape, because sometime if your key is still locked in, it will lock it from doing changes. So click enter or escape using your keyboard. So now I'll say replace. Okay, there's a bug. I wasn't expecting this, but anyway, now I think that it looks about right. Yeah, okay, so now let's give it a try. Good. So let's say in civil level, let's add maybe a structure like this. Let's try to make it more realistic. Um, okay, that looks fine. Then let's add something like a track. Um, okay, let's say we have rails, and then let's do something like this. Okay, so you can see this is track, that's track, that's track, that's civil, that's civil. Okay, good. So let's activate different level for now, just So okay, so I'm gonna clear everything on my Excel. There you go, and I'm gonna bring my code. So I'm gonna load, and let's see if it's loaded up. You can see we have all civil, it has stuff, and then there's all track. So I'm gonna say maybe new civil level. Then I'm gonna put this into new track level. Yeah, I think they should be okay. And then let's try to move stuff. That just worked. So you can see now that says new civil. That says new civil as well. That says new track. New track. Now if we do again a new load, you can see the old civil is false. It means there's nothing on it. Then the old track then is false, but new civil is true and new track is true. Now so this we try to add in a new level. Now let's try to move things using existing level. So you can see this old here. I'll just copy that old civil and put the new one here. Then I'll copy old truck, put it in here. Okay, so now I'm trying to use this using existing levels now, not new anymore. And let's see if we can move them around. Replace. It worked. So you can see that it's back to old, back to old, back to old, same wise, same wise. So it does work. Either you have a new level or an old one. Either way, you can just add in here, or you can, so if again I do a new load, I can see now it tells you now the new track is false because there's nothing, and new civil is false, there's nothing in there. So you can see it works both direction, and this is good for doing multiple level replays. I think that's over there, and yeah, have a nice day.